One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, and this here's a video about detailing, especially detailing a commercial truck, you know, with the rubber floor and the vinyl seats. Whole different thing, and you get so much dust blowing in on a construction site. Well, you know. You can scroll ahead. The first will be the interior. The exterior will be around the 12-minute mark or so. And auction was yesterday video. Check that out. We filmed something today for tomorrow, so it's all clicking right along, and I'm trying to make some more stuff. This video was filmed in the spring. I just never did much with it, and now it's going up here, and here we go. Now, new stuff every day, new vlogs every day. Make sure and subscribe. Big news tomorrow. How's that? Huge news! We're talking huge gungus news coming up tomorrow in the vlog. Hope you all are enjoying doing it every day. It's like 15 or 16, I don't know. Look in the title. Subscribe, get your notifications, hit the little bell down below, and make sure you watch. I'm gonna do some giveaways and stuff. We're gonna do some fun stuff. Here we go. Best friends Chuck and Richie are gonna be in the next video. We just kind of did some stuff that has to do with this big news, and it's gonna take us all. I grew up with these guys, and we're gonna have some fun on this here stuff. It's gonna be a whole different thing what we're used to on this channel. One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, and what I got here for you today is power washing the interior of a car. That's right. Not many you're going to do it to, but this will be one of them. I got all kinds of cars that I did not power wash the interior of, like this Alante, Corvettes, Mercury Cougars, limos, Club Cab is sold, GTAs, brand new, well not brand new, 32,000 mile E-Class, E350, 750s, oh man, all kinds of cool cars, Mustang convertibles, you name it. So here we are with the work truck, and this is a service truck. It's got a generator, an air compressor. That crane picked up 4 tons with that stop block on it, load block. Pretty cool. Got the welder and generator here. Pretty cool. But what we're looking at is floors. And with these floors, I'm gonna get some pictures too. This is how they get over time. And I'm gonna show you the best, easiest fix for these. It's just a quickie little thing to do. And seats, same thing. We're gonna make these look just fantabuloso. Here's a quick look behind the seat, and you'll see just how grungy. And there's nothing wrong with this. It's just grungy. You feel the dust up here. I'm gonna give you a look at the other side, and you can see it a little bit better here. How everything is just ground in there. Everywhere. And I'm going to show you this seat here. You can see how awful that seat is. And it's not awful, it's just used. So here we go. We'll get going here, and look how new everything is. We're talking, this is a 27,000 original mile truck. So it's not crazy to do either. It's just part of the process. Here we go. Okay, so what you want to do when you're doing this is blow from the opposite side out. So don't start on this side and try and power wash this side, or you're going to end up with a mess. And you want to start about the halfway hump over and start on this side of the hump and push it on through. And I'll show you right now. We're going to try to make this work out. It's really hard to do with filming. I said this yesterday, it's so much easier just to do the work. You're not blowing a lot of water in there. You're just cleaning it out real quick. You're going to get some on the door panel, of course. Try not to get too much under the rubber mat. We'll show the other side to where you can see it. Now the one thing you're going to have to do from this side is the edge. So make sure you know which way you're spraying, and you're just blowing by this stuff real quick. You do have the whole behind the seat part to contend with, and I showed you that. And I'm going to go ahead and do that from the other side this way. Just back window thing here will have to be done by hand. We can't get the power washer behind this. So, be right back again. So we're going to do the edge again. And back here, there's a little part. It's going to be hard to get from that side, but I'm going to do the other side. Very important to immediately wipe your door panels and everything down to where you get the water, as much of it off the top as you can. And when you're wiping them down, it's really easy to hit this part and get this looking good too, because door jambs on this truck and any car are a seller, and it's a good way to increase the value of what you're selling, especially with a 27,000 mile truck where there's just no wear or anything. Watch this. This part, watch. We're talking night and day when you're selling your rig. If you just take the time to reach back behind stuff and wipe it down. Now I've wiped it down, and then I've seen this flex hose or what have you. And when I see this kind of stuff, number one, these have to look nice for me. And I want this area here to look really nice. From there, that needs to look nice, and the best way to do that is going to be getting the hose again. Now I just dirtied it up again, but I'll know that for the other side, and I'll work accordingly. And now I'm just going to spray some degreaser on everything and brush it down while it's wet. And just get in there good and do it every which way you can. And we're talking night and day on this. When you're done, your truck's going to look like new if you've got new looking rubber. And this one does have new looking rubber. Alternately, you could take the seat out and do stuff like that. But in California, you know, it dries out so quick, I'm not really worried. I'm just not worried. I'll be back. I'm going to get the close stuff up there by hand. And now I'm just going to spray some degreaser on everything and brush it down while it's wet. And just get in there good and do it every which way you can. And we're talking night and day on this. When you're done, your truck's going to look like new if you've got new looking rubber. And this one does have new looking rubber. Alternately, you could take the seat out and do stuff like that. But in California, you know, it dries out so quick, I'm not really worried. I'm just not worried. I'll be back. I'm going to get the close stuff up there by hand. Okay, I'm going to show you on the seats real quick. And we've got this all scrubbed down. We're going to do that side. On the seats, just the same thing, pretty much. Just get the degreaser on them and go every which way you can to where you're getting it out of the grooves. And I'm here to tell you, if you take the time to clean your car, you'll get so much more money for it. Watch the difference here. This is just, I can already tell it's going to be amazing and stuff. Watch this. Look at how this turns out when you actually put a little elbow grease into it. We're talking, this just adds thousands to your car if you clean it right. Look at that. Look at that. That's just amazing. I'm going to show you in the dark. Okay, I'm going to whoosh this side out and show you the last part. careful not to get it on the electronics and stuff. That kind of goes without saying. And that's that. Little things on detailing make a big difference. This is the glove compartment, and that is after it's wiped with just a wet rag that we were using to wipe everything out with. Not even any degreaser or nothing like that. Just a wet rag, and the difference you get. I'm serious. When you pop this glove box and you don't see all this dust here, look at that. It's cleaning up so beautifully. This is just worth more money to somebody. They believe the miles. Some people really don't have a good eye for gauging miles, so do everything you can to make sure they understand what you're selling is real and legit. And if you're doing it, make sure what you're selling actually is real and legit and you're not an asshole. But yeah, that's a couple little extra things that I wanted to throw in here. I'll show you the floor again. It's looking just absolutely gorgeous. And who would say that about a rubber floor work truck? I don't know. There you go. So it just looks a little better. We'll hit it with a vacuum, get a little bit of the dust out. Look at this floor. It's drying so nice. There'll be a little vacuum for little specks of stuff, but it's almost dry pretty much everywhere. Even in here, it's just a little bit more. I hate filming interiors in the daylight and with shadows, but this time I've got no choice because we need to clean the interior and I want to show it. So I'm going to do this side real quick so you can see the difference it makes just brushing and degreasing your interior with vinyl. This is not leather. It's all scrubbed, and I should have filmed the wipe down a little better because it's just amazing what doing this to a vehicle will do for it, for the value. Watch this. He's not even done scrubbing. I'm gonna do a part right there because it looks so bad. Look. And he's not even done scrubbing. There's more scrubbing to do. Now he's got to put more degreaser or anything. I messed it all up. But you got to see it, so that's that. Phone's ringing. See you later. One Owner Car Guy, oneownercarguy.com, and I do all kinds of cars, and I got all kinds of cars for sale. This is a detailing video, and not only just a detailing video about some of the things you need to do that's just not in a normal detail that'll help you get top dollar, big money, more money out of your vehicle. Plain and simple. And I'm going to give you a quick walk around to where you can see it before, and we'll show it during, and we'll show it after. This is a special truck. It only has 28,000 miles. Could be 27,000 original miles. I'm not sure. So, all your hood, you got to be careful when you're doing this stuff. You rip it right off. But one of the things you really want to make clean on these trucks, and you'll pay attention to seeing it afterwards, is around this white part here. It's a white truck, and this will come absolutely clean with the right degreaser and everything, and will look awesome and amazing. All this dust and stuff that's on the top, it's just from being old and sitting around. This actually sat in the guy's shop out there in an orange grove, and so they never even use it. 27,000 miles on a 2000. Think about that. Clean these up, make this look nice, stuff like that. Knock all that stuff off here. That can't look like that. All this kind of stuff back here, this has to look absolutely perfectly. Something. You got Alcoa wheels, factory 19.5s with Continental tires. Look at these wheels. I'll show you in the back. We already did a spot on my hand, but we're gonna get the wheels and stuff. All this stuff. This has got to look beautiful because it is beautiful, and it's easy to knock all the mud and stuff off this and make it look halfway decent. Underneath, there's not even any real grease coming out from the zerts and stuff yet. You got nothing on your oil pan for oil dripping down. You got to clean this all up and make it just as clean as possible to where you're going to get the most out of your car. Once this looks nice, I mean, they know it's been maintained because it ain't been leaking all over. This has to be polished up. Everything done, everything. You can't, these have to be like treated to where they look a little bit more proper, along with the mirrors. There's different kinds of materials. If you're not going to spend the money to buy the right product, just get somebody to detail your truck, because you might not have the right product. If you're selling it, if you're just doing it, do it. You see all the dirt grained in here? We're going to power wash the inside, and it's a controversial way to do this kind of stuff, but it's it's the way it's done here. And little tip, just shove some trash bags right here to where you don't get your electronics wet or nothing. You're not going to blow much water in. And the tip is, do that side from this side and this side from that side to where the water goes all out the door, and you'll mostly just get it on the door a little bit. Not a real big deal. This thing's got the manuals and everything in it, man. It's nice. Headline is perfect. This is a nice truck. Nice truck. You got all kinds of these, and when you're detailing something of this magnitude, now you're dealing with all this area. This has to be spotless. This has to be clean. This is a 27,000 mile rig, and it's got to look it. I think he's missing a light here. I don't know. If that's the case, that's the case. I'm gonna have to pop that up in the ceiling. So we got lots of compartmental things here to do, and look at these wheels. I'm gonna show you from the other side. It's a nice truck. All this has to be detailed. There's a certain different level of detail it takes here than it does on a car. Like all that has to be blasted out of there. And it should be blasted from the front out to the back. So just little tips here. And like, look at this. We did this. Look at this. You can tell. There is unpolished, and there's polished. You can see the difference. So getting the little balls for the end of the tube and everything, or the drill. Oh yeah, buddy. Rotary screw, compressor, welder, generator. You got the air tank under here. So that's the deal. That's some of the things we're gonna do on it, getting it nice and clean. All these seals, they all have to be wiped down afterwards. And just normal dust from on a construction type site has to be gotten out of this stuff. So that's the deal. Here, I'm gonna say goodbye here for this minute, but I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna say goodbye for you this minute, but I'm gonna put this thing on, warm the glow plugs up, and boomity 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 boom. The wait to start's still on. Yeah, but there we go. Oh, that diesel sound. This thing's brand new almost, man. I want to show you real quick a couple things on the tires and wheels and a couple things on the motor. People don't like power washing their motors because you get it wet, you can have a problem. But be careful and you really won't. It's hard to have a problem with this. Let me show you a couple things here real quick. One, get everything wet. Don't just go in and start blasting and getting everything. Get some water in it and let the water do the work for you. Because the water will soak in, even that bird poop on the side. It'll come right off in a minute once the water's on it. Get everything kind of wet down. And then you can get corrosion stuff. On the undercarriage, starter side, whenever you're doing this, stay the same distance away. You don't want to get too close or you could dig into any undercoating. Shoot it from right here. Don't get it too close or you dig into the undercoating. Don't be too far away or you won't get enough on it. So make sure and be as even as you can and spray it all down. Once you've got that, do the same thing on your tire, and this will be easier for you to see. If you're at a car show, the tires just don't look right because they didn't clean them. It's not because they ain't got the right armor on. The one thing you can do at Walmart is get yourself an actual tire brush, and they're kind of beveled a little bit where it'll fit in the tire groove. Let your degreaser soak in, and you should see degrease and oil coming off. This truck ain't going to do much of that because it's only 27,000 miles. It was hardly ever used. Nothing will save scrubbing. You gotta have a brush. Some people will tell you that degreaser and product will do all the work for you. That's a bunch of bull. It will not. Do your shocks, do every part of it. Right to the lips. On your frame, after I scrub it, sometimes I'll put extra degreaser and give it a quick hit, because that's where most of your grease is going to be. But you're going to see when I clean that off, it's going to look as good as it can look, that's for sure. Show that real bit. Oh man, brand new black frame. And look at this side scrub. You can see it's kind of brown. I'm going to get close here, hang on. I'll be right back. That's just all the goodness in the world. Makes it really nice on the final product. And when you do put some vinyl renewer on it, your wheel wells will pop. On the tires, as you remember, I let it all soak in, and you can tell it's even got a different look to it now. By the time I'm done with these tires, now it's actually rolling off there a bit. When I'm done, these are ready to soak up vinyl renewer. It's not just going to sit on top and look like crap. Do all the way to the edges and try and roll it to where you get all your little cracks clean. Look, they still got the maker's mark on this tire. Titties all over. It's like stinking titty bar up in here. After you do all 4 tires, move your truck ahead a foot or two, because this part here will end up here. You can never get this correctly with it being by the ground. And you can tell right here in the water that grease and oil is just rolling out of this tire wheel well. Watch lines, because you need to go the direction of the line to make sure they're clean, or else all your vinyl renewer, Armor All, or whatever you're using will just sit on top and look like crap. Don't let them dry. I like to give them a quick spray afterwards and then rinse them off. Same thing, keeping it at the same distance. And you can tell just looking at that tire, it's clean. The water's rolling off of it. There's no grease making it divert its track. Beautiful. As you remember, we wiped this or sprayed this down a little. It's dried out, of course, by now, but the water has soaked in. Remember I showed you this? Well, that's a simple thing. A simple wipe of this with one pass, and most of that'll be gone. You can see it didn't go off on the back, and we'll get what we can with the degreaser. That's some of the only things I'll go close on. If there's wires and stuff involved, just kind of glaze over things. And sometimes it ain't worth doing much until you've got the degreaser out. When you're degreasing, do one little panel at a time and rinse. If it sets on it, if you damage the paint, if you don't get the grease off of it, it soaks back into the paint. One more thing I want to show. In the wheel wells here, you'll see an area that's discolored and brown. That looks like crap. And it's going to really look like crap when you get your truck all done and everything else is good. And all it takes is a little bit of time and a little bit of water, and we're talking a brand new wheel well. And people notice that kind of stuff because they'll see in your pictures when you take a picture of your new beautiful tire that has yucky looking stuff here that almost looked like rust. Not rust, it's just what it was. And take a look at this tire. You can tell from that look. I come out and look and I've got people detailing cars and they tell me they did the tires. I can tell by how it dries and how evenly it dries or if that tire was actually scrubbed, because the stuff with the grease dries faster. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Have a great day or night. I'll be back. So he's tearing into the end of the hood. One more thing I wanted to mention. I mean, don't blow water right into your alternator, but you can whoosh past it. Whoosh past that like you'd whoosh past something. And you can even get a little closer. Just don't focus time on it and spray it directly in. And one of the main things you need to make sure and do, even before you do the top completely, is get your underneath done. We'll be back. More tips for you. Get yourself a vantage point that you can be proud of. He's got a stool, a ladder out here. Get a ladder. Get up on the ladder. It'll make it a lot easier. And when you're doing this kind of stuff, be careful of tags. If you get too close, it'll rip them all off. He knows this. I'm just telling you online because I've ripped my tags off before. And you know what? Usually it's on a really cool, I did it on a really cool collector's car that had tags under the hood. There it went. It actually stayed really good so we could actually glue it back on. But just tips and tricks and stuff on detailing. I do a lot of detailing on stuff that a lot of people wouldn't even ever detail. That truck's a cream puff. Anybody would detail it. This truck, people aren't going to detail it. Well, I detailed it, baby. This one, look this one up. Look up Trans Am detail, how to buff rust off of a car and stuff. And like, I've done lots of videos on this, and I get more hate and stuff on stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is, I'm detailing things that most people would never touch. I'm getting the best look I can out of it to sell it and letting people know that wasn't good. That it needs repainted, like this. I can't wait to buff this car. It's gonna look fantabulous. I'll be back.